All right, so first things first, this color font on backgrounds that are this dark, it just doesn't fit right. So I believe we sent over two different options for font. We sent this font, but if you scroll down, this font also comes with a plain color. So it doesn't have to be the color that's used here. It can be just a plain color. That makes more sense for the website. This is called Gilbert. This is an Adobe font. The other font that we mentioned was Noble. Not sure I see Noble throughout the website, but we wanted this font because it was just very plain and straightforward. As you can see that there's different weights to the font. So choosing one of these heavier weights would make sense. Like choosing one of these condensed, doesn't make sense for our website. But choosing something within this arena, like Noble Book or Noble Regular or Noble Bold. That makes the most sense for our website. So if you feel that Gilbert does not work for the website, then just use Noble and just move forward with everything written in Noble Bold, Noble Regular, Noble Italic, or Noble Book. All right, going back to the website. We're gonna send you pictures for you to replace a lot of the images that are throughout so that it just aligns better with what we're doing here. Scrolling down, our training solutions. Obviously you're gonna change the font. So we do like how this starts off, right? It says our training solutions, what we do. We do like that you replace this in like more team setting. So that looks right. The only issue is I don't see a period here. You have a period after every single one except here. Amanda, how are you feeling about the icons and the
The
highlight?
icon, the icon and highlights I love.
Okay, and you like how it moves up as you go
Yep,
over it? Okay, perfect. And then how are you liking with these? How they change colors at the same time?
perfect to me.
Okay,
The
perfect. So,
fonts are just like boring.
right.
I'd like to see those little titles maybe bolded in the font that we requested.
Okay, so bold it, these titles, and then obviously the font is all being changed to Noble. Hopefully that looks good. Okay, and you're fine with the sizes of the icons, yes.
Yes, and with the pictures throughout the website, I'm also gonna send over the videos when
Okay,
I
the
do that.
videos for here.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll get that sent over to you.
Now, with these that say explore career program, do you feel like these need to be bolded, the words inside?
Yeah, that would be
Okay,
better too.
so the words inside need to be bolded here. Okay. And then any videos that we send over, they have to be ADA compliant and any images. So basically, what that means is anytime somebody hovers over, it needs to explain because some people could be blind and they can't see the video. They may see talking, but they can't see the video or whatever. Or somebody may not be blind, but they can't hear, and so they need to read. Like it needs to be more ADA compliant. Hear from our students. I do like that. Real stories from professionals who transform their career to achieve it. I'm fine with that. So I'm fine with this section.
Same.
Okay. Next, your journey to cybersecurity mastery, from curiosity to career ready through live hands-on training. They did go in and they changed these. What are your thoughts on these arrows in between?
None of this bothers me, but the font and the color and like we need boldness, so things just need to stand out.
Yeah, so once they change all this font to Nobel, which again is this, um, then like things like this have to be bolded, bolded, bolded. We need more weight on a lot of these things. So that means we can't use, again, I didn't say use this. We have to use something weighted like Noble Book or Regular. It has to be bolded so it stands out even in just regular text. What are your thoughts on these colors here, on these things?
I'm not very fond of them.
Is it the color or is it the icons or is it the boxes and
I
stuff?
think it's
There's
the color.
everything.
Hold
Okay,
on, it's the color.
the color. All right, should it be not gradient? Should it be a different color? Like a solid color, maybe.
Solid color, not gradient.
Okay, yeah, I like that too. Like a solid, like whatever colors come out of here,
I
solid.
don't even mind three different colors, but
Yep, I think three different colors makes the most sense. And I think too, just don't make it green because this line is already green. So
uh,
I think we should have the different colors on these boxes. Um, and that makes the most sense here. If you're not liking the gradients, you see how this changed? Are you also not liking all the boxes? Like these.
I'm cool with those.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think that they need to be gradient necessarily. I think the one at the top in the navigation bar is cool. The get started being gradient is cool, but those don't necessarily have to be gradient. But I'm not like super picky about it.
Yeah, I think there needs to be some differentiation between what's in, we're gonna say the header, and then what's throughout. Like, I think having solid colors for the ones that are throughout make better sense.
Okay.
Now, this image I love because it's showing that it's like it came from something that we did. My only issue is that it's blurry. So I think we need to just move forward with having the entire picture like how it was on the previous website
Yeah.
because it was a very clear, beautiful picture showing that people were joining from a live training from virtually. Like we love that. We also love this, 2,500 plus professionals trained. Like that's great. But this picture needs to be unblurred. It needs to be the full image so people can really get a better taste of what we have to offer. Again, fonts need to change. So I think once the fonts change, it'll make this section a lot better, including the solid colors into these. My only issue when I see these check marks, I know that it was a part of our logo. Amanda, did we send him our standalone checkmark logo?
No, but I can add that into
I
the.
think it would be better to replace
I
these with
agree.
that.
I'll get that sent as well.
Okay, so Amanda will then send over our it's our logo thing like this. And so those check marks would just make more sense being here versus what we have here. Are you a fan of this, Amanda? These little dots, this design dots on the left-hand corner.
None of that bothers me. That's fine.
Okay, great. Any other changes for this?
I'm good on this page.
All right. Now, I believe we made mention that we did not like this last time, and we noticed it wasn't changed. Um, Honestly, like, I'm just not sure the purpose of this. Like, this doesn't make me want to join the program.
Yeah, you
Um,
could just take that off
I
because I
think
don't
the
like the
whole
way it
thing,
looks.
yeah, I think the whole thing just needs to be removed. It's just not making sense here. Um, yeah, I would just remove the whole thing like Amanda said. All right, student outcomes. This is fine. Obviously we talked about fonts. Did you want background colors on these, Amanda? Actually, I prefer if these did not move because they don't have any type of background or any call to action. So I think it would be nice if it was just static, like it just didn't move. What are your thoughts, Amanda? Or you like the moving?
That it doesn't really make me a difference.
Okay.
So what you think is fine. If you don't think it should move, let's not make it move.
Yeah, I think it should be static just because there's no colors and there's on the background, there's no call to action here. So just leave these static. Um, Trusted by top employers. Our graduates have been hired by leading tech companies and our training is trusted by organizations of all size. Um, this window with this black, this white around it is not something I'm really loving. It seems extra wide, and I think it would look better if it was condensed and didn't have that white background. I mean, what are your thoughts, Amanda?
Mm, I
It
think it needs to
seems
be
big.
smaller.
Okay, so it needs to be smaller. Do you like the white background though?
If this was a white background behind it, I don't think it would matter.
Yeah,
So,
so it's the image behind it.
right.
Right. So we would want the image to take the image off and it be a white background, condensed, like almost halfway condensed, and then just the logos appearing across.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking that because every time you move, it like cuts into a window over here. Yeah. So that needs to be changed. What our students say? What our students say about their cybersecurity. Like, I don't like this. Like here, I think that you should replace, like this should be moved here. So it should say what our students have said about their cybersecurity journey. Like it should just be that title. It shouldn't be an extra title. Like it shouldn't be a subheader. Now, a part of me wants to say SEO searches a keyword such as testimonial. Do you think that we need to have testimonial instead of what our students say or what our students say about their cybersecurity journey? Do you think that's necessary or no?
So you're saying change the title to testimonials?
I like I like moving this, what our students say about their cybersecurity journey here. So it's not like two separate things, but I was just asking if the word testimonial needed to be there. I would just maybe we can change this, what our students are saying, because it's just repetitive and it could just
Yeah,
say
make it
testimonial.
testimonials. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so take this
Oh
and
yeah,
move
move,
it here,
please. Move.
replace it. And then change this from what our students are saying to testimonials. And this needs to be closer in. Like, I don't know why this is kind of far from the arrow. And then if you're going to have a quote on this side, you need to have a quote on this side too. Also, these boxes, these little three boxes are too far up under this. And I get that you put Google reviews, but we really don't have Google reviews. So I personally would take away the G for Google review. What are your thoughts, Amanda?
Yeah, it needs to be honest.
Yeah, it needs to be honest. Like I like what you did with the G's. I think they're beautiful, but it's just not honest. Um, all right. Now make sure this is corrected on the mobile because I went on the mobile and you had the arrow pointing towards nothing. And then because it was vertical, stuff was stacked. It looked like the arrow was pointing to nothing. And then all of the testimonials were just falling under. So that didn't make sense. Um, anything? Okay. So if the background for this is gonna be white, we have to probably reconsider what this background is going to be. Maybe that background could be white too, or maybe it could be a gray like this, but just making sure, it's going to be kind of feeding into each other.
That's a good thing. I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe they can, well,
Change the color to like a gray or something. I don't know. Maybe I like they shouldn't put a picture. That's too much going on.
go back up,
Hmm.
scroll back up again. That's coming out. Maybe that color should just be straight down from the rest of the page.
Yeah, so no white. Like white,
No,
well,
the white's fine, but I'm saying like go down, fill from there. That should be gray the rest of the way down because that's all about
gray,
testimonials.
gray. Okay, so gray, gray. Okay. Because this is kind of together. Okay. Now your cybersecurity career starts here. Your side, like, why is this like repetitive? I really don't think we had that in the write-up. But I think again that these areas are just too big. Like I think we can condense a lot of this page. Oh, never mind. I see why they did it. It's because it like you see how it kind of lays out on my website. I mean on my computer. That's why they make them the size that they make them. Well, I think this can come out because we already have it repetitive. And then start learning today. And we want a solid color on here too, if we're gonna have this background. Would you add anything else to this call to action, Amanda?
No, I like the footer.
Okay, now scrolling down, we can change this on the back end. That's no worries. Um, but you still have terms. It's supposed to be terms of conditions. We don't have a Facebook. We don't have a YouTube. We don't have a Twitter. So it's only supposed to be an Instagram, a TikTok, and a LinkedIn on here. So that needs to change. We're also not in 2025 anymore. We're in 2026. So that date needs to change as well.
All right, next page.
All right. So going back up, programs, career pathways. A part of me wishes this was a different color, this footer, I mean, this header to like one of the grays, like this gray. I just don't like all the white.
I'm not against it. I think it looks clean. So
Okay.
if you want it something else, that's
No,
fine.
we
But
can keep it if you think it looks clean.
white looks clean, white looks tech, white looks modern, and it looks simple.
Okay. Now, this text font, I'm not sure why it's here because it doesn't match the other one. So, again, keeping noble in your mind, that's what the text should be throughout. Um, your pathway to a cybersecurity career. So, build your foundation, specialize in your focus area, launch your career. All right. Do you have issues with this?
Um, I know that the numbers are not properly in there, and then it'll go back to the whole idea of being bolded. And
Mm-hmm.
why can't the boxes be three different colors?
Okay, so three different colors in the boxes, more obviously font changing. That means maybe the number, maybe the color, maybe the okay. So if the box background is changing different color, maybe we can make the number in here be that same color or something. Or make the circles white and then the numbers are going to match the color of the background, something like that. Okay, do you think that this serves its purpose? Like when you read this, you kind of get an idea of what you're getting into.
Yeah, but I wish that it was more enticing.
Yeah, like to me,
It
it's just
just looks
like,
repetitive.
yeah, it's just like, why do we have this here? Hmm. Do you think if it changed to something like what the achieve?
Pause it.
All right, so this section is actually going to change. We have to send you the new copy. So we'll do that, but this section is going to change completely. Scrolling down, choose your specialization. This has a period at the end. I mean, I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, but just nothing else has periods at the end. And maybe they should. Maybe all of these things should make statements. Um, what are your thoughts, Amanda?
I agree.
Oh, agree to what? Sorry. You agree the period shouldn't be here, or you agree that everything should have a period like it's making a statement?
Go ahead and make everything have a period at the end.
Okay. So everything should have a period at the end, so it looks like it's making a statement. Okay.
Actually, no, because those are just titles. Just take them
Okay.
off. Because
Take
the other
off the period here.
titles, sorry, take the periods off and make it consistent all the way down.
Okay. After earning your foundational certification, select a track that aligns with your career goals and interests. I thought we told you all to take this off because it's supposed to be like titles here. This is not part of a title. So this should be help desk slash IT support, AI governance, GRC and privacy, risk management framework, software engineering. And then when you do the drop down, it should be what you'll gain and then what is it? What you'll gain and what you'll learn. What was it again, Amanda?
Um, what you'll learn.
Okay. So it
Yeah.
was what you'll learn and then what you'll gain.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you'll learn and then what you'll gain. And I think do you like it being spaced out or you think that this should be moved after?
Um, I like it spaced out, but I did say like what you'll gain, and I thought you said to bring it right, start it right on the same line.
That's why I said like this would be immediately after.
And it should be bolded. What you'll gain should be bolded, and then the sentence should follow immediately after.
Okay, so that means everything has to like this needs to move up to follow immediately on this line. And then what you'll learn, and then what you'll gain. So you need to put the what you'll learn as well so that this can follow after, and then this can move up.
So the
And
first
then,
one should be what you will learn, and the second one should be what you will gain. And those two titles should be bolded, and they should immediately follow. Those sentences should immediately follow.
yes, exactly. And thank you for putting in placeholders here. Now, I still think it's too much space. So if we could take some of the space out, that would be amazing. I don't think that it should be so much space at the bottom. And then apply now. Remember solid color. Okay. Enrollment and onboarding, the title needs to change to student journey. Um, and then everything else I think is fine. If you can move some of these spacing, because like it's so like the spacing is not correct. So if some of these can be moved up, so it's not so much spacing in between, that would be excellent. And then again, changing these circles to the logo that Amanda is sending you would be great. Also, some of this is not centered and like this line is touching over this, and then there's like a huge, like there's like a little mini gap. So this just needs to be cleaned up. And here we go. So I'll zoom in for you. The two is not centered, like this is going over, this has space. It's just not clean at all. You see, not clean. The three is not centered. It would be nice if these boxes can be different colors for each one. And then, yeah, okay. Yeah, spacing is just way too big here. I also think that this is just so much space over here. So if you're gonna have this much white space, something has to be here. Like whether that is gonna be
Illustrations.
illustrations or something, but we can't have all this white space. And I don't think illustrations will be a bad idea on these things. All right. Achieve It Pathways program versus traditional programs. Not all programs are created equal. Da, 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 da. I think we're still having issues with this box. I don't think it needs to be gradient. I think it needs to be one solid color. This needs to say Achieve It Pathways program, like the full name. Um, yeah. What else would you change here, Amanda?
It's not bold enough. It's not big enough. Like I can't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bold needs to be here. Bold needs to, yeah, there needs to be bold. You want it to be bigger?
Yeah, and I don't know if it should be the line should go that long or if you should just like stretch it out on two lines for the longer sentences. But it needs to pop out more. I can't see it,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't want to read it. And this is what we're trying to avoid people not reading and coming to us with unnecessary questions that are already on the website. So everything on the website has to stand out.
Yeah, and it needs to make a statement. Because if we're doing a comparison, like even this part, I don't think we need an extra, like this line. I don't know if this line is necessary. Like it just needs to cut off right here, you know? And we need this to stand out. So if you have to put, I don't know, a picture of books or something, I don't know. It just needs to stand out, but it's not standing out at all. Choose your pathway tier. Um, this is small, like career plus tier, like it needs to be larger. This stuff needs to be on the same line. So like best for that color is fine, but I think the same line, still keeping it black, I think would be great. I like how you went in and put like support style, yada yada yada. But I think if you can move these up to the same line, it would be better. What are your thoughts, Amanda, though?
Yeah, I agree with you. That's fine.
Okay. Tuition. So like it looks like the tuition cost is way bigger than like the career. So it looks like we're just only advertising the cost, or it looks like the cost is more important than anything else here. And that's not what we're trying to sell. I think, this pricing, Amanda, didn't we talk about this pricing being moved up like somewhere here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it needs to be moved up higher. So it's kind of like in your face.
And then you talk about not wanting to cross the pricing out anymore.
Oh, because it looks like we're just selling like we were cheapening ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so, but
We can keep it and we can change the number on the back end. That's fine. But this needs to be moved up for sure. Like maybe under here, but career plus tier, standard tier have to be bigger. They just have to. Really quick, most like aren't they supposed to be switched? When I go to most websites, they have the lower tier first and then the larger tier and then the bigger tier after because of the plus. Did we put it like this for a reason?
I don't think there's a reason. If you want to switch it, that's fine.
Yeah, because we captured the money we want. Like this is not gonna satisfy us.
You
That's
also you also mentioned, did you mention to use the logo that I'm gonna send?
Yep. So the checks instead of these checks is gonna be this logo again. So remember, move all this stuff up to the same line. It's fine if it runs into the next line, but we don't want it to be like ideal if, and then it follows with that information. Also, I'm not liking this. So again, just needs to be one solid line. I mean, solid color, sorry. Proven career results. Um, I know you use AI in the back. Um, I like that you did the world in the back, but this color is just not gonna work. Like, and then also with the star, we definitely said we didn't want this. We said we wanted like 5 stars under, like here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like actual stars. Um, so that needs to be changed. We also don't like how this moves up. So just make it static because it's not meant to do anything. Um, I think that this is too dark. So if you do replace it with a photo of the world, I think making the world be obviously more on the lighter side, like a white side, so that this stands out more, would be just much better. Because to me, it's just not really selling itself. Anything else you would change here, Amanda?
Mm, bolding. I mean, I think that's the same thing. So no.
Yeah, and I think it's hard to see though because of the colors and the background.
I do like the background picture. I do not like
So
how
you
it's
like
not
how
molded.
black it is?
Oh, well, that's a good point. Since we haven't had that, let's just
Mhm.
kind of I like how it's translucent to the image. Or sorry, like transparent.
Right.
I do like that, but I see what you're saying. So it doesn't have to be a black background. So go with what you said.
There's the lighter background, still keeping it translucent, and then not putting any effects on this, just making it static because it's not a call to action or doing anything. We can't click these, so we don't want to give the wrong impression. Ready to transform your career. Now, hold on. All right, so picture needs to be replaced here. We want this on every page because this is like a real call to action to where people can like actually go and fill out an application. So we want this at the bottom of every page, Amanda.
I don't even know if we want it at the bottom as opposed to mixed in with the content. That I would let them kind of determine.
Okay, so mixing it in with the content. We like schedule an advisor call or apply now. Like we like that call to action there. Frequently asked questions. You all you all fixed it, but my only issue is every time we click to move to the next one, it moves this down, and that doesn't look right. This needs to stay stagnant.
Hey, can you pause it real quick? Okay, so we just had a thought around this page, and what I say is what's going to be what needs to be implemented. So, firstly, we have a video which I'm going to put on the files, the info video for the careers pathways page. And it's a YouTube video that needs to be embedded on this page, and I will tell you where that video will end up going. The first thing we want to see here is the pricing. So if you go down, we want the pricing to be the very first thing. Choose your pathway tier should come first. After you choose your tier, then the next section we want is choose your specialization because we want to sell somebody something. We want to show them what we have to offer. After we show them what they have to offer, so after choose your specialization, go down. We would like to have the section that says, um, what makes us different.
Which is going to be this.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to give you new copy for. So it's going to be what makes us different.
But wait, Markeisha, I thought that that was what the bottom is.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, never mind. So yeah, what makes us different means this.
Yeah. So right after specialization, we want to show them achieve it versus traditional programs. After we show them, us versus others, then we want to show them how to get it done. So the bottom would then be enrollment and onboarding. So the order should be, um, and I'm sorry, I got to get the titles. So as I'm saying, and Markeisha, can you scroll? Because I got to read the titles. So the first is going to be choose your pathway tier. Second is going to be choose your specialization. Third is going to be Achieve It Pathways program versus traditional programs. Fourth is going to be the info video. And fifth is going to be enrollment and onboarding.
And then where would this go? Or maybe we just taking it out completely.
We'll give them copy for that because we need to figure out if we're either going to take that out or if we're going to change the copy. So they can just put that at the way bottom for now.
Okay.
Oh, they'll have this.
Yeah.
Okay, proven career results is fine. I
Okay.
again go back down. I'd like to see ready to transform your career more all over the website because I would love for people to be able to sign up at any point. Right now, if we have too much information and not enough where they can get in contact or seal the deal, that's going to be the issue for me. And I don't like this photo.
Yeah. Hmm. So seal the deal, this, ready to transform your career. Do you like it at the bottom of this page, right? On this, where we're at right now on the career pathways page, do you like it at the bottom?
I feel like it should be, I feel like those two buttons
Hmm.
should be after a couple sections at the top. Like, let me see, do we have it underneath it there? Okay, so
Because
when,
think about it, every time somebody goes to enroll now, they're being sent to the AI regardless.
okay, all right, never mind. Okay, go up again,
Hmm.
go up again.
Hmm.
Okay, and they have a apply now button right there. Okay, so there is plenty of call to action on here. Sorry about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah, because regardless, all of those call to action, they're going to lead them to the same place. You're right.
Hmm.
All right.
And then, I mean, obviously this box needs to be different and this needs to be a more solid color because this is just not working this color. So, changing that and maybe making it, condensing it, like I think it could be condensed more.
Yeah.
If we move to the next page, accelerator courses. Hmm, I'm not a fan of this picture. It just doesn't even, it looks fake, like, which sucks, you know? Um, all right. Um, I don't know why this is so small. I mean, we know the font is gonna change, so I get that, but like the spacing on this is a lot. Um, and then this, I guess, will be this regular font, but like this has to stand out. I think we said already it needs to be larger. Like, why don't we have a header here? Like this header should be skill up, move faster right here. Big, skill up, move faster. Then we say accelerators are intensive, da 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 da. You won't spend months, da 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 da. Then like what makes accelerators different needs to be this drop down. Accelerators are not like, yeah, this is fine, but the X's are going to need to match as closely to these checks that we're doing. So just try to find something that matches closely. The AI picture, obviously, we need to replace that, and then this needs to be a solid color. Um, hmm. Would you make any more changes to this section, Amanda?
No, I think you were spot on.
Okay. Built for doers, not dreamers. Yes, I like this. We said to take this out. Pretty sure we said take this out last time, so it should not be here. Um, and I think we asked for these icons to be changed because every other icon is filled in. So we wanted it to match it by being filled in as well. Um, okay. Do we like the information that's here?
I do.
Okay. Do we like these boxes? Do we want to see something different?
Um, I mean, in general, like colors. I think we talked about this last time. Colors, icons, everything kind of looks really plain.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, making those changes. Maybe the boxes could be different shapes or like, well, not necessarily different shapes, but maybe just like we change up this page just a tad bit. So like maybe the boxes are a little bit longer. Maybe we don't have icons here. Maybe we just have it career advancers, career shifters, team leaders and organizations, and like the boxes maybe longer or something, just something that's different. So it's not just all repetitive and the same and looks like we don't like we didn't have like we don't want to look like everybody else. Everybody else has like a same website type of feel. And then removing this as we stated and then shrinking this entire section is going to be really helpful. Accelerator course offerings. Now, before I say this, Amanda, they put this, but then they still left this. So I guess before you go to comment, I just want you to know that that's what was done.
Okay.
Mm, I think these need to be check marks versus these things. But Amanda, I think we really have to decide if we want it this or we want this.
Go back. That.
Okay.
That's how the other one is.
So we want to keep it. My only thing is it needs to look closer to this then because come on. This was much more enticing for me. Like if I come there, I want to be like this was fine. I want to see this.
Or since we did the other one, do you want to do it the other way?
Oh. So you want to do it this way? This would just move to the middle so it
Yeah.
doesn't bother. Okay. Well, if we are doing it this way, then
Because
we're,
those are accelerators and they don't need to be as detailed, maybe, I guess.
I mean, I do like the detail though. Like, I like the details of it because it just, it justifies pricing. And we don't have to do a download course offering. So we want to get rid of this, but we want some of the information that's in here, we want it to be put onto here. So, and then this needs to be bigger. So these can't be small and then the numbers be big. Like, and these need to say total or paid in full amount before you put the actual number. But these need to be reflective of like this in some way. And I think if we didn't do it stacked and we still did it where people can move left and right, I think it still works without it being stacked. But we like the size of this. So just trying to, I'm trying to think. Like if you did one, like a long one for each, I don't know. It's not going to say pricing and enrollment. It's going to say accelerator course offerings. Each accelerator is da 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 da. That's going to be moved down to here. That's what we're saying. And then we want like we would like arrows that point to left and right so you can move between. But these just have to have more information. They just have to be cleaner. The titles have to be bigger. I mean, yeah. All right. So this needs to be moved up, as we said. And then we still need to have this comparable boot camps, often charged, da, 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 like, yes. Um, I like this coming next. So get in, get trained, get certified. One, apply, qualify, and onboard. Students apply to join. I like that. Learn live and hands-on. I like that. And then apply skills and prepare for certification. I like that. So I like this. Obviously, it needs to change though in terms of font, but I like that. I would say too, these circles, maybe having them a different color, and then maybe the numbers inside being a different color would be helpful. And then maybe these being a different color, not like obviously when you change the font, it'll just be a white, but changing it so the colors are a little different. I don't know. Just for some more flair. Um, do you have anything else to add about these, Amanda?
No, I don't have anything else to add, but can you pause it real quick?
Okay. All right, then this section, Amanda, what do you want to see changed in this section?
I don't like how they bounce. None of these stats should bounce. The title obviously can't even read it. It's boring. Like we need more.
And then
Bold.
this being here, like, doesn't tell us anything. Like, this is a whole testimonial. Like, it should say testimonial, like, somewhere.
Yeah, I
And then
didn't
it
even
should,
know.
yeah, then it should have, like, okay, I'm about to read a testimonial from Maria T. But being here, it looks like it's, I don't even know what that is. I wouldn't even read, I would be so confused. D- like, the transparency here, I don't think makes sense. Like, once these are static, I mean, probably just making them a different color, each box a different color or something would make it stand out. And then putting Maria in her own testimonial would be great. So again, we still have multiple testimonials on every single page because if you think about it, everybody could be not going to the home page to see testimonials. So every page has to have some testimonials or something.
I agree.
Obviously, we already talked about this. And then frequently asked questions. There needs to be an S at the end of this. Um, just some of these, the spacing just needs to be just deleted. Like, um, okay, great. Okay. And then you have the call to action again. Stop waiting, start doing, da da da. Da. But this is just like, it just seems like a big space is here. And then when we say browse all accelerators, we're taking them back up. Okay, but yes, they can be brought back up there. So I guess you're saying call to action is enroll now there. Okay. Do you like that, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little different. So it gives a little pizzazz. All right, and then corporate training. Um, request a training consultation, download brochure. Do we like these call to action still?
Mm, yeah, but I don't know why they're two different boxes.
Hmm.
Unless it's supposed to be like that.
Well, one says download brochure and one says request a training consultation. So do you want them to download a brochure or you want them to request a training consultation? I'm not sure brochure makes sense. I mean, obviously it's more work for us, but request a training consultation could send them straight to our website to book a meeting. We could do that so that we don't have to have a brochure that they download and give more information away. But I don't know.
No, let's do the brochure. Because
Okay,
that's something that she can text, Rosie.
Okay, so take out this or keep them both.
Mhm. If we request a training consultation, then that should just be a Rosie thing. So I would keep it both.
Okay. This has to come out because it says corporate cybersecurity training and certification programs, but this is not big. So we're either gonna take that out and then like just leave this and then this, or keep this in, make it big, but then make this smaller and then make this even smaller. Like we can't have it all, basically, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I personally say take this out, corporate cybersecurity training and certification programs.
It doesn't make me no difference. That's fine.
Generic cybersecurity training leaves critical gaps in your defense. Off-the-shelf programs don't address. Yeah, like we make a statement here. But if we're gonna make a statement here, like these need to be bold. These need to maybe, be some of them need to be cut smaller. Like again, extra space at these bottoms don't make sense. They need to have color. They need to stand out. Like these need to stand out more. Um, these were supposed to be bullet points, I can tell because they don't have periods at the end. So they need to have periods at the end and um they need to have color to stand out. I think that's just plain and simple. Would you put icons on these, Amanda, or no?
I make it bolder, but I don't really know if we need icons.
Okay, so just change the size and like get rid of some of this white, change the colors. I think that'll make it bold and make a
I
statement.
mean, if they had like, I mean, I know we haven't used it, but like just little elements would be cute.
What are elements? Like the ones that like this, right? Hold
Like
on.
there was like little dots.
Like this element.
Yeah, like stuff like
Okay.
that needs to be added to give the whole entire website more pizzazz.
Yeah. And this is why I don't like that this is white because look when we get to a white section. I feel like there should be some type of color in this. Anyways, don't mind me. Okay, so yeah, sections need some pizzazz, some elements, some illustrations. Flexible training delivery options for modern teams. So again, if you're gonna use icons, they need to be like um uh they need to be filled in. And then we told you to make corrections to this. So we don't want accreditation, SOC 2 compliant, CCMC, right, Amanda? We don't want that. Like we don't, this is showing that we have these accreditations and we don't.
Yeah, just have them remove those.
Yes, this is removed. Now, industry partnerships, we like this, but it needs to be scrolling across like how you did on the homepage where you had this scrolling across. Like it needs to still be that. Um, because we don't want it to be stagnant. And you see how small these are? This is exactly what we wanted on that homepage. Like they're small, to the point, clean, and it's not supposed to be CompTIA A plus. It's supposed to just be CompTIA, like the company, not the cert. This is a cert logo. Um, Amanda's also going to send over the other industry partnerships that we have because we could definitely add Woman Tech on here. We can add Sire on here. Um, yeah, we can add some more on here. Right, Amanda?
Yeah, that's fine.
Would you make any other changes to this page?
No, just take off that whole section and again, just add some of those little elements, not just dots, but get creative. Like our other website had a lot of different like illustrations and elements that really brought it to life. So I'd like to see more of that.
Mm-hmm. And I thought we said take off case study, or we said if we're not taking off the case study, like this needs to be bigger. Like we can't have something small and then have something so big. Like case study can be um like the biggest thing on here, and then this could be smaller, but it can't be how it is right now. Again, I think we're fine with all of this, but we also said industries we serve. We said that we didn't want them in these boxes, like that it looks clickable. We just wanted to be like finance, healthcare, technology, government. And if I even zoom in, it's just looking all off and not right. So it needs to be changed to just reflect, like it just needs to look better. I don't know how else to say it. Quantifiable outcomes just looks so bland. Like all this text just looks bland. I don't know if it's the size or what.
The
Um,
spacing in between our approach, like the boxes, is
yeah, it's just off. Yeah, that's off too. And even this, like these boxes are big, like the spacing. Okay, I'll zoom in again. Like, why is this box above? And then why is this so much empty space here? It doesn't look right. And then we need to have the word written out month. If we're saying month, we need to have that written out. And then squiggly line for approximate. If we're saying that this was a training investment, we need to have the exact number. So the number can be like 423K or something like that, but needs to be the exact 100% certification completion, reduction in security incidents, ROI realized, training investment. Okay. But yeah, this has to be cleaned up and it's just too much space. And this should be like note, like the word note, and then colon, like return on investment, yada, yada, yada. We could do damage here. Like this is a really good section, but it's not a good section if we can't make it look like a good section. Like this section is so important. It's a case study. So it's telling people the work that we've done before. Tangible business and security outcomes beyond training, organizational impact at scale. Like I think we had asked you all to change this because like these icons were small and it didn't. And like these icons we don't like, definitely check marks, but this section just didn't look good. Um, and we had asked for like it to be changed. Amanda, what would you say about this section? I can't think really.
what would I say about what?
This section,
The same thing I've been saying.
like that is plain. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
I
like
mean,
these icons being over here, like
design has to be stepped up.
yeah, design needs to be better. I mean, and even so, like, I mean, just to let you all know really quick, well, I'll save it to the end. Design needs to be stepped up from initial engagement to train teams. So I think that this should be lowered and this should come up. I think this should come up and this should go down because this talks about from initial engagement to train teams delivered in weeks is another selling point for us. So I just really think that it should just come up. These boxes, take out the gradient, put a plain color again. Put some background on it, make it static with background color, make it static. But this should be moved up and then this should be moved down. Um, this is too large,
I
just
agree with
way
that.
too big, like just this needs to be just smaller. All right. Tuition and financing, tuition and payment options. Okay, this needs to go on the same line as this. Like this needs to be moved to the same line. You already know about the font, so no need to repeat that. For individual professionals. I think that this is a big gap. It needs to be moved up a little bit. And I'm not sure I like these gradients. And I'm not liking how like this like it looks like this box is like it looks like something's missing here. So mm, hmm. Obviously these need to be replaced with these logos Amanda's sending. Um, mm, Amanda, I mean, I guess Amanda, you're gonna say like this just needs to be more pizzazz. I think some of the spacing can be removed so we can make these boxes smaller.
Yeah, all in all, it really needs to be tightened up in terms of spacing.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm not sure why this is like a different font than this. Anyways, again, we said font will be changing, but anything where we have like something like this here needs to be like note colon or yeah, colon. So they know it's like an additional something being added on. But like this needs to be more pizzazz because this is people's like this is us introducing people to money options. And this is going to be a make or break. So we need to have colors on here and more pizzazz and illustrations and elements. Same here. We get here and it's just like blah. Like I think I'm fine with the solid background, but it's just blah, you know? So elements would be really great here. Or maybe this needs to be changed in terms of color to something like maybe like a lighter purple. So now it's like it just like it shows more or has more color or something for organizations and corporate clients. So like under here we had a writing, but we don't have a writing under here. So we need to get a writing. I thought we had something under here. If this says corporate training, workforce upskilling, enterprise engagements are structured differently from individual programs and are not priced per seat. Okay, so maybe here we need to say price per seat, like a something that says price per seat or something, just something we can add in there. Um, um, again, changing these to these logos. Let me see. Mm, mm, mm. Again, more pizzazz.
Yeah,
This, I don't necessarily care. Shh. I don't necessarily care that this is a gradient, but it just seems big. It just seems weird. Like I don't,
it's not that it's, but the titles are too small. All the titles
their
on the website
titles.
has to stand out. They have to be bolded. They need to be bigger. They need to be like, hey, look at me. This the font is too small on all the titles.
Mm.
Once they increase all the titles, that section will look fine to me.
Well, what about this? Because this is just like this section looks like it was just randomly put there with this icon. Again, using the same icons multiple times. Like these icons need to change. Like if you use it one place, don't repeat it again. Um, the refunds and satisfaction guarantee. I'm not liking this section. I feel like it was just thrown there. I think we can condense this. I think the white needs to go away. We can just do like a quick message, like maybe it can be a plain solid color, like how you did here, but a quick info. Hey, refunds and satisfaction guarantee, and this is what it is. We can change the information here, Amanda, but like something that's just more like straightforward. Like, I don't know. I mean, okay, anyways. And then need help choosing an option. Our team can help determine the most appropriate tuition option for your goals. Contact admissions. It should be contact financial service. Contact financial coordinator or contact the financial department, right, Amanda?
Correct.
So contact financial department.
Yeah. Or us. Just put contact us.
Contact us. Okay, so contact us. So I'm about to go to the careers page now. Join the Achieve It team. It's just so much space.
Can you pause it really quick?
Yep. Now,
Okay, so for this page, please go back to the first video. Nothing was changed here but the font, and that is not what we asked. Also, look at all of the space in the top part of this. That again, these are things we already covered in the last video. Please go back to that video to get the details. I noticed that when we scroll down to the bottom, there is no application like we requested. So what you're gonna need to do is take that last video and really fine tune our requests and go back and get this page updated because it wasn't done. So there's nothing else on this.
I think some illustrations could be here too. You know, like this is just a very plain page, which is fine, straight, simple, to the point. I think that these icons could be more moved in the middle, like how it was on other pages. But yeah, so you definitely have to go listen back to what we said because we had asked for a lot of things to be done. Um, yeah. And then oh, we already did that. Contact. So when we click contact, this is where it takes us, Amanda. Let's get you to the right place. Who are you and what brings you here today? I want a cybersecurity career. Go from
Isn't this where get started takes us to?
let's see.
Oh wow, go up. I didn't even see that.
Get started takes us to this homepage.
No, get started should take us to that page that we just
Okay.
saw.
So get started should take us to the page we just saw.
So go back. So when we hit get started, it should go to this, go back, this page. This should be the get started. Also, go down to this page. I don't, this is just looks one off and random. And the you and us should be capitalized and it shouldn't be so big. Maybe what you could do is you could probably go back up instead of stacking these in a straight line across. Well, I guess that's how it'd be. I think you need to move this contact page itself up because like yeah, I don't or it needs to come off. Like
I really don't even think we need to contact us because it's just spots. I think they
yeah.
didn't listen to what we said either, because I'm pretty sure we said that to prevent bots, we need a reCAPTCHA on here, and we also need a drop down that says what you're contacting us about.
Right. And I just don't even think we at this point need to have a contact us on here at all. Um, but I do think that this page should be linked to get started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this page, not this bottom, this top.
Yeah, that should just be a page in itself, which I thought that that's how we wrote it out too. Now go back down to the footer. When you hit, what did you hit to get here? Contact.
Contact.
If we're gonna have a contact page, that's fine, but it only should just be a form with reCAPTCHA on it. It shouldn't have that stuff at the top. So it should be two separate pages.
Mm-hmm.
So again, probably go back and listen to that first video and get those things updated. And I think overall the website needs illustration, it needs a pop, and the titles need to be bolded bigger. It just needs to be more appealing. I'm working on that folder that I will send over that has all of the information that we kind of pointed to that you can pull from. And of course, you can feel free to ask questions around it as well.
And then let me look at legal privacy policy. We need to send over the new policy to them, Amanda.
I'm gonna put that in the folder as well.
Okay, and then terms and condition. Did they work on the terms and conditions as well? Not them, but like Green.
Yeah.
Okay. And then get started. Let me see. Well, get started sends them here when we click this one, which is great.
All of them need to be working, functioning the same way.
Correct.
So
Are we fine with the two-tone on here? The gradient?
I was cool with that, but I think that it needs to be bolder. The
It does
wording.
need to be bolder. Um, Let me see about size. Okay, the size is fine. Okay. Okay. Like the footer has color, but this doesn't have color, which I guess is fine, but I'm thinking too, when people scroll like on home, that can be green, programs can be a different color, tuition can be a different color. But when people do drop downs, it would be nice if there are different colors too. It's just little things that can make the things really pop. But the website's coming along well. So great job. What's been done this far, but we can, definitely, turn it up a notch. And just really quick, because I wanted to go back and I wanted to talk to y'all about this because I know Amanda referenced the website of Tripleton, right? And like, we liked how Tripleton had really some standouts here, right? Like call to actions, book a call. Maybe our website not just get started, but like book a call. Also, I'm noticing this little arrow is not supposed to be there as well, by the way. So, and I think we're supposed to change the background colors on these. So every time you changing the icons, again, they cannot be repetitive, but the background colors are supposed to be changed. Yes, I remember. But going back to Tripleton, when you scroll down, oh, why it shut me there? When you scroll down, like you're seeing tons of stuff that really grabs your attention, right? So it's not just about having these videos, but it's it's you're just seeing that there is some type of um call to action in everything that they have. Like you want to be a part of their program because of how it's standing, like how everything stands out. Like even this, like a learning experience tailored to you. Like you're seeing.
Hey, welcome to Tripleton's Boot Camp. This is our online educational platform. Here you can access all your learning content.
Okay, so you're seeing like call to actions where they're saying like stuck, get one-on-one guidance. Like we offer career coaching, make steady progress with one bite size, and is giving you like some introductions to the course, and things like that. So again, just going back to how Amanda had said, we wanted to take a look at Tripleton's page and we wanted some of their elements to be in there. That's stuff that we want to in ours, and we're just not seeing all of those elements. Um, you know, Amanda, do you want to say anything else about this? Because I may just be beating
No,
a dead horse, but I'm scrolling and I'm seeing like, wow, like, yeah, this is legit program.
no, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So that is all. Um, yeah, that's all that we need. Let me stop.